Mae'n rhaid sicrhau'r addysgu ar offer o'r safon uchaf I ddysgwyr, gan mai dyna'r sylfaeni fydd yn helpu I wella'r rhagolygon I bobl ifanc. Bydd yn sicrhau ei bod yn gallu manteisio ar yr economi ddigidol ac elwa ar y diwydiannau cysylltiedig. Mae'r ymrwymiad hwn gan Llywodraeth Cynulliad Cymru I weld mewn buddsoddiad o 900,000 bunnoedd ar gyfer yr amgylchedd dysgu technolegol hwn, sef y talwn technoleg. Bydd y talwn technoleg yn galluogi plant I barhau I ddysgu drwy technoleg drwy gyfrwng y Gymraeg, a bydd hefyd yn lleoliad hyfforddi I athrawon cyfrwng Cymraeg yn Hofain. Bydd y cyfleoedd hyfforddi hyn yn cael eu hymestyn I athrawon yng Nghasnewydd, Llangwent a Sir Fynwy sy'n dangos ymrwymiad y 4 awdurdod lleol I gydweithio I sicrhau bod darpariaeth cyfrwng Cymraeg ar gael I fodloni'r galw cynyddol am ddarpariaeth cyfrwng Cymraeg yn yr ardal. Bydd y plaza yn helpu I adeiladu ar y bartneriaeth 6 bresennol rhwng Ysgol Gyfun Gwynlliw ac Ysgol Gyfun Cwm Rymni yng Nghaerffili I ddarparu llwybrau dysgu 14 I 19 drwy gyfrwng y Gymraeg, a bydd hefyd yn caniatáu I bartneriaeth 6 gyfrannu at y targed sydd wedi I amlinellu yn y strategaeth addysg gyfrwng Gymraeg, I sicrhau bod mwy o fyfyrwyr 16 I 19 oed yn astudio pwnciau drwy gyfrwng y Gymraeg mewn ysgolion, colega a dysgu seiliedig ar waith. Mae Tofaen yn arwain y ffordd mewn dysgu technolegol, gwella'r profiad dysgu I bobl ifanc, ymchwilio I ddulliau addysgu sy'n cael yr effaith fwyaf ar ddatblygiad dysgwyr a darparu cyfleusterau I hyfforddi athrawon a staff cymorth I arwain ar ddysgu yn yr 11 ganrif ar 20. Unwaith eto, hoffwn ganmol gwaith partneriaeth o'r awdurdodau lleol o ran darparu cyfleuster rhagorol hwn, a hoffwn diolch I chi am eich croeso cynnes heddiw. And I thank you all for the invitation to come here today. I was very pleased to see the original launch of the Learning Plaza in Abersychan just a couple of years ago, wearing my previous ministerial hat as the Deputy Minister for Regeneration. And it's great to see this now being rolled out into the Welsh medium sector in support of the Welsh medium education strategy that we have, and I'm delighted to see this partnership between other local authorities, which means that there will be a really effective use of modern digital technology to support the Welsh language. Diolch yn fawr I chi.
He goes onto the Facebook and says, how can a 12-year-old child make $1,000 quickly to buy a laptop? The responses came back very quickly. Why don't you do e-casting? How do you do e-casting? Simply, just put your head photo over there and register yourself as a casting member. He did that. Within 30 days, a detergent powder company invited him. He made an advert with the permission of his parents and made $1,500. Not only got a laptop shortly, he became e-kid. Now he's selling the same story to other kids, how to make the money and making less. Environments a day and how to do it. So may I please invite Ryan Davis to say some words on it.
Wel, croeso I bawb. Fel mae'r pob plant yma'n dweud wrthyn ni ar y sgrinau teledu, croeso I chi i'r talwrn. Hoffwn I ddechrau trwy talu teinged I Miss Ellis Griffiths, ein prifathro, oedd ar weledigaeth a'r ymrwymiad I gymryd y cyfle yma. A hoffwn I ddiolch wedyn I Mr Alun Thomas sydd wedi gweithio'n galed iawn I wireddu'r breuddwyd a'r weledigaeth yma. Mae'n rhaid I fi weid wrthych chi, mae'r talwrn technoleg yn adnodd aml gyfrwng ffantastig. Mae'n fodd I ddisgyblion Ysgol Gwynlliw, fel I chi'n gweld, gyfoethogi profiadau addysgiadol. A mae disgyblion gyda ni fan hyn o flwyddyn 7 I flwyddyn 10 I ddangos hynny I chi. Disgyblion sy'n ewa, felly siaradwch gyda nhw, plis siaradwch gyda nhw. As it's saying on all the screens, welcome to our talwrn. We have pupils here from year 7 to year 13 who are anxious to tell you how this is affecting their learning within the school. So please take the time to talk to them, let them show you what a wonderful resource this is. I'd really like to pay tribute to Mr. Ellis Griffiths, our head teacher. It was his vision and his taking this opportunity that led to us having the opportunity to have this Talwrn. And I'd like to say thank you very much to Mr. Alan Thomas, whose hard work made that vision a reality. The last time I met the Minister was last May, when we were cutting the sod for the new building behind. Take some time too to have a look at that, because again, that is partnership between the 4 counties. And I think we've got to say, without that partnership, Gwynlliw would not be making the advances that we're making. Felly diolch yn fawr iawn i chi. Croeso i'r Talwrn.
So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do red and black now. We've got some 3D shows of some you very please. So if you wish to please put your glasses on and we'll try to show you some small screen movies.
Hoffwn diolch yn fawr i'r gweinidog addysg, i'r arweinydd, aelodau'r pwyllgor gwaith a'r cyngor, yr ysgol, a'r partneriaeth sydd wedi gwneud hyn yn bosib. Esgusodwch fi, dwi ddim yn gallu siarad Cymraeg yn rigol, I'll continue in English. I'll be much more relaxed than that. Had I not spoken Welsh, my family would have killed me. So it's important to say that. We've just come back from the National IT Conference and the international forum where the skills across the world are presented and people at a policy level and at a practice level are saying what is leading edge. What was so reassuring and confidence building is we could have told them what to say, because in this authority, thanks to Farouk, thanks to the Minister's support, thanks to the support of the elected members, we are that leading edge, which is so exciting. There was a big debate in last night's meeting about do we call this 21st century skills? And Microsoft did a presentation showing how the economic power, the world power, the expertise power all shifts eastwards in the next 20 years. We're actually at the tipping point now. Next year, the East will be more economically powerful than the rest of us. It's absolutely critical this generation of young people access these global skills. They're global skills, they work anywhere and everywhere. And it's so important that from here we can drive that initiative through the medium of the Welsh language for the partnership with Cymru, but actually for the whole of Wales. Thank you very much.
By saying thank you very much, Minister, for coming in and giving us your time. I think I also need to mention, which you've already mentioned, that Des Illman is here, the leader of Blimey Knight, and his officers, and Matthew Evans from Newport. Apologies for Monmouth, they've actually done a cabinet meeting. The Minister is right, he did come to the opening of the first plaza, and we were very pleased that he came there in the capacity as the Minister for Regeneration. This really is about regeneration, and the rolling out of this in Talwrn is going to give Talwrn a unique place as far as IT is concerned. We claimed that publicly, and I think we are going to achieve that. I've watched the development here and come up on a couple of occasions and seen what's going on in terms of buildings, and also kept my eye on this IT development. It really is first class. I mean, I don't tell you how old I am, but they never had these sort of facilities when I was in school. And I want to tell a very quick little story. Quite recently, we took, myself and Farouk and the Chief Executive took a chap from the Amani brothers, Mr. Joe Hamani, one of the biggest IT distributors in Europe. And we took him to a school in Amsterdam, a junior school, and they were youngsters this big. They were between 5 and 6. And at a point in time, the teacher said, right, get your pads out. And they went to the cupboard, pulled their laptops out, threw them on the table, rather than put them on the table, because that's the way they handle laptops, a 6-year-old. And I was telling somebody else yesterday, what do you think they were doing? They were actually doing PowerPoint presentation at 6 years of age on work that they'd done on the weekend. Well, that's where we're at in Talwrn, and I'm very pleased that the school is part of that. And I think that we can see very good prospects for the advisory lines. This is rolled out right across Talwrn. I understand from our experts that we'll be turning out 1,000 youngsters a year. And in 6, 7, 8 years' time, we're producing 1,000 of the most sophisticated, technically advanced, knowledgeable people that you can ever get. What's the one that come after that? Is if you're a company anywhere in the world that wants to move to a place where you're working on IT, you want experts, here's the place to come. Thank you very much for coming, Minister, and this is a wonderful, wonderful presentation today. And all the members, so is everybody else.